Well, good morning, gladiators. Or should I say this morning, good morning, pirates. Because today I want to present to you some very special footage from the upcoming Swords and Sandals Pirates game. Now, this game is actually a prequel to the very first Swords and Sandals. It's set back when the characters you know and love, such as Chaos and Belgrave and Wolfgang, and even the evil Emperor Antares, were much younger and were vying for control of the oceans of Tritonia. This is very much a work in progress, and things can and will go wrong, probably. But bear with me. We'll just see how far we can get through the game before it crashes. Things might look a bit weird. Some screens might not appear in the final version, but you will get a bit of a taste of what actually is involved in the game. So I've just created a little character in the background, and I'll switch screens to the game. Alright, so here we are in the Port of Storms, and the character we've chosen today is the evil Chaos. Now, Chaos controls the Legion of H, as you can see up there. He has no islands to his name. He has a reputation of 0, meaning he has no sway amongst the other pirates, and he starts off with 1,000 gold. The clock says 6 in the morning, and it's 6 knots, and the wind is pointing to the north, blowing to the north. Our ship today is the Sea Song, but you can actually rename your ship later if you want. We have 15 armor, 1 crew, the Chaos himself, no food, fairly good morale, and no cargo. So let's drop anchor in the port and see what we can do. Alright, we're going to go to the store first, and in the store you can buy various things like food, materials, trade goods, and luxuries. Food keeps you alive, of course, so let's buy a bunch of it. We'll buy some materials which you can actually use later on to erect structures on your island, such as barracks and taverns and cannons and stuff like that. So buy a few of those, get a couple of trade goods, which are just high value items you can use to trade with other ports or pirates, and luxuries, which are really high value things. But okay, actually, you know what, we're going to sell some of those because I need to spend some money on troops. Alright, luxuries you can actually turn into magical powers later, but that's not in the game yet. So let's head to the tavern. The tavern is where you recruit sailors for the ship, and as you can see, we have the captain here, and these are his stats. He has 6 health, 2 attack, he can attack 2 times a round, and he has 3 defense. Let's pick up a couple of sailors, a couple of musketeers who are long range troops, and some tough marines who are the heavy. We have no more room in our crew, so at the moment the ship is very small. We can also have a meal if we want, which is a good way to boost morale for the crew. Alright. Now, we can also visit the shipyard here as well, and improve the ship. I don't think we can afford anything, but if we could improve the sails, the armor, add more bunks to the crew so we could get more sailors, get a more powerful range of cannons, and more cannonballs and so on. Actually, we can buy some cannonballs. We actually are all stocked up. Alright, let's leave. This home base we'll actually be coming back to later on. So we're right near the edge of the map, so let's get out of there and do a bit of sailing. You sail around just by moving your mouse and clicking. There's a ship on the edge of the map. He's trying to sail over because his AI isn't very clever yet, so we'll ignore him. There's another island there, but that's a port, and that might be owned by someone else. We're right in the south at the moment, so you can see icebergs. Let's head north. There's an island there, and one over here. Let's visit this one. This little compass tells you where the nearest island is and points. See that little yellow thing? It points you to where the island is. Sailing around. It's midday. We've dropped on the island of Om Nom Shiva, who that may be familiar. It's actually from Indiana Jones, the evil cultists who go Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva. I thought that was kind of a cool phrase, so I kind of snuck it in here. We'll drop anchor on this. Now, I've got a whole bunch of skills that I've unlocked for the debug, but you'll actually have to unlock them as you level up. You'll have to harvest and forage and get different things on the island. We'll try foraging for some food. Now you pick a card, any card. Sadly, your efforts prove fruitless. 1 hour passes. So you can spend your days on the island gathering things. Got nothing. Oh, we've been ambushed. Alright, to a battle. Now the battle is still very much a work in progress. It's a little bit like the battles from Swords and Sandals Crusader, but it's not quite fully working yet, so let's see how we go. Alright, so the troops here, these aren't actually Hikaos' troops. You've got a random selection of sailors and so on. I haven't drawn the Hikaos' legions yet, but the islanders are all in the game and they outnumber us badly, so let's see how we go. You can fire on them, they can fire on you, and then your troops get into the game. Now the light troops are very weak and the captain is very strong, but if the captain dies, the battle's over and you lose. So let's try our light troops first. Oh, so they got worked. Now we're only down to the captain. We'll try a cautious attack. See, as you can see, the captain is quite powerful. Did some damage to their heavy troops, but his health is supposed to be showing up here, but it's over there now. It's a bug. All right, let's try and flee. All right. We fled the battle. Now let's see what actually happened. It actually bugged out there. So as I thought, the game has bugged out. But you know what? We can actually try it again. I'm just going to load the game up in the background and talk to you while I load. Land battles are only one small part of the game. A lot of the game is ship-to-ship combat or duels between captains. But the main part of the game is actually going around trying to conquer islands and build up your reputation against the other pirates. And you'll be measured on things like, here we go, on get another captain. It's doing this in the background because the screens are a bit weird and they don't look that great yet. But let's switch back to the game, and we have Senator Gravlax right now. Is that going to show up? It's not going to show up. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Alright, Senator Gravlax was another one of the captains vying for command of the seas. He actually represents the Pilthians, who are these giant sort of Cyclops people. Now, each one of these captains is basically vying for control of all these different islands. You probably won't control all of them, but you'll control a number of them at any one time. And after a certain point in the game, there's a big pirate council, and all the sea captains get together and they basically vote on who was the best. So the amount of times you defeated other enemies, sunk their ships, the richer you are, the more soldiers and sailors and the more islands you control will basically determine where you finish in the game. A little bit like how Civilization plays out. This is the map of the world. It's quite a big map. We're up here in Quartermoon Cove, and there's 4 oceans which you can control. As you explore, the map will expand, and you can see also your ship stats right now, and the crew. You can do things like set rations, and you know, if you're low on food, you can kind of make everyone eat half as fast, but you could have a mutiny on your hands, and you can see what your cargo is. Alright, let's have one more adventure and see if we can find another ship. So you can sail around. There's often things in the sea you can find, like treasure chests. There's some there. That treasure chest hasn't shown up on my gold thing yet, so that's yet to be done. Oh, here's another ship. See if we can catch them. Our ships are very slow right now until we can upgrade the sails. Alright, here we go. We're a little faster than him. The wind is against us though. As you can see, the knots are pointing north. But we're gaining on him, and I think we'll reach him. Alright. Ah, it's Sir Belgrave. Oh there, friend. What be your intentions here on the high seas? My intentions are my own, Captain. Still, if it suits, we would trade with you. I'm still yet to put in the final dialogues for those guys. They will more reflect what the characters are, but let's see. We have Belgrave's on the Seahorse, and we're on the Skiller. we're pretty much equally matched, but we don't know how many crew he has, and we only have one. So we could trade with him, but for the purposes of this game, let's attack. Battle at sea. So the idea of sea battles is you want to get as close as you can, and either board their ship and attack them there, or attack them from distance. Depending on how far away you are, it's advantageous to either be far away for your cannons or really up close to board the ship. So let's fire on them, and we're going to aim at the sails and try to maroon them. Ooh, so he actually destroyed me straight away. Wow, my ship just lost all its crew. There would be an end game screen there, but not quite in the game yet. So what happens now is your ship will be sunk, and you will wash up on shore on your home island again and suffer a penalty. But you can continue with that ship and keep upgrading and keep sailing to different islands and basically conquering them and owning them, and then the game will continue. Well, that's about it for now. That's just showing you a bit of the game. There's actually a lot more in there, like there's sea monsters and duels between captains and adventures the crew can go on, and lots of stuff to discover in the sea and lots of secrets to be had. I'll do another one of these videos when the game's a little closer to completion. Probably thinking a beta in maybe August or September, depending on how things go, and then releasing a month or so after that. But I'll be sure to let you know when that is happening. Now, as always, if you like this video and want to see more from Whiskeybarrel Studios and myself, please click the like and subscribe and tell your friends about it. And I'll be presenting lots more. There will be a Let's Play video coming up next, which will be another Swords and Sandals one, where I re-tackle Swords and Sandals Gladiator, because last time I was pretty terrible at it. And another developer talk video coming up in a week or two. All right, have a great day. Talk soon. Bye.